Good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Welcome to my live stream on this, kind of chilly evening here in the Netherlands in the summer. We had an extremely hot day last week, and there is a heat wave coming up in the next days. But tonight is kind of chilly, but a beautiful evening out here. And thanks for tuning in. So I used to live stream every day during the lockdown, and then I downsized it. But I promise you I would be back, and I'm trying to be here every Monday. Before I continue, thanks to you, everybody watching, listening, and especially sharing. This live stream has reached many people. So and this is mainly because you guys share it. So again, if you are on Facebook, please do me a big favor and simply share this live stream to your friends. Probably a lot of music lovers among your friends. And I would really appreciate it. Also, you could also do me a big favor by subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm uploading a lot of stuff, old and new stuff, and it's growing and growing. And so please subscribe and hit the bell icon and all of that to my YouTube channel. Easily Mike Del Ferro. Let me see who's online tonight. Or who's sending me, because I'm hearing all these chat messages coming in. Hi. Yeah, Franz. Oh, my buddy Franz. Fantastic bass player. I love him. And we're gonna drink coffee on Wednesday. I'll see you on Wednesday morning for coffee. I'm looking forward to this. We actually live very close, like 3 kilometers from each other. And thanks, Franz, for tuning in. Hi, Bert. Hi, Nora. Querida. Tudo bem? Boa noite. And play Michel Legrand, please. Oh my God, what a request. Let me think about it. Hi, Linda. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Bert. I agree with Nora's request. Or else a tune by Ivan Lins, who has written some wonderful songs with amazing harmonies. That's what I'm going to do. I hope, Nora, you will be happy too if I play some Ivan Lins. I guess you will be happy with that since you're Brazilian. And, you know, I remember, actually, this is a nice story to share. I remember, I went to Brazil for the first time, and I got into a taxi from the airport to the hotel in Sao Paulo, and then the taxi driver, was playing Ivan Lins in the car, and I just had arrived in Brazil, and I thought, like, whoa, this is a country I want to be. And that's so, the Brazilian music, it's like an incredible thing. I know you guys in Brazil are going through really hard times now with the virus, but and I wish you all the best of luck here, but I love this country and the music. So after my talk, I'm going to talk a little bit about music, business, short. If you have questions, let me know. Afterwards, I'll play some Ivan Lins. Let's see. Hi, Ellen. Thanks, I'm well. Hopefully you too. Hey, Urs from Switzerland, wonderful pianist and producer. Check him out, Urs Wiesendahl. He's posting really nice stuff on Instagram and on Facebook with great arrangements, great sounding stuff, pop tunes, everything. Okay, Nora's happy with Ivan Lins. Okay, cool. So, I don't know if there are musicians online now who would be interested in some talk about music business. After all this traveling and kind of doing everything myself, a couple of years ago, I started this lecture clinic, which I've been giving all over the world at conservatories, music faculties, private lessons, even private Skype sessions, and all of that. And it's called Self-Management and Networking for Musicians. And because I saw a need there, when I went to conservatories, there are a lot of programs about nowadays, those business programs have evolved a lot. But a couple of years ago, it still wasn't like that. And I realized that, a lot of students play incredible. The level now at the conservatories is just amazing, and it's YouTube generation, and so an extremely high level of playing. But if it's like sending out an email to reach out to play somewhere, either it's a local venue or a festival, they're out to lunch. It's sometimes a big struggle for musicians, and that's why I started this course, which has been quite successful. And I also decided I already posted one on YouTube, some tips for musicians who are starting out and working on their career, because I think that's actually one of the main reasons I started this, because people ask me like, I need a manager. How can I find a manager? And then I go like, well, a manager in music it doesn't work like that. It's not like that a manager, that the artist finds the manager, but the manager actually finds the artist, because only if you have if you're a little bit established, if you've been playing around, performing, maybe a good video and all of that, and only if you're interesting enough for a management to be booked at bigger venues, then the manager will approach you, and hopefully then the right people will come on your path. Because if a manager charges, let's say 15, 20 or 25% commission, the simple calculation is how much is 15, 20 or 25% from zero if there is no money to play with. So I know sounds a little bit harsh, but it's also a reality, and therefore I started this course for musicians. So I help like how do you send the right emails, which to me is making sure that before someone who receives the email scrolls down already sees a YouTube link, because immediate access to the music is very important. Things like that. Also, how to set up a good database when you meet someone and someone gives you a card. You don't put it in your back pocket, and like 3 months later you go like in the laundry, you go like, oh, what is this piece of paper? That kind of stuff. And for a lot of musicians, artists, it's not always easy to get organized. So I give a lot of help there. I'm actually thinking of maybe spending once an entire live stream on this, a really question and answer thing. Let me know if you would be interested, but then I have to advertise it in the right way, because I don't want, because there are a lot of people I know are watching and listening who are just enjoying music and not necessarily musicians or interested in this. So I want to keep it short, but I thought I'd talk a little bit about this this topic. And there's a lot. How do you how do you do social media in the right way? And another extremely important thing is mentality. There is this joke. I find it a very funny joke, but there is also, the joke is how to make musicians complain. How to make musicians complain. And the answer is give them a gig. So that's like, also there's like, it reveals also a kind of a reality of mentality. If you don't have the right mentality as a musician, if you show up late all the time without not notifying people, or you don't prepare the music, or maybe you have a bad temper sometimes, you start arguing or complaining, or all these things. It's all, a career in music is 200%. It's 100% mentality and 100% great playing. And those have to be at the same level, because if you are a great musician and you're not working, it's most likely, unless maybe you have a physical disability or whatever, or a disease, or I don't know, but if a great musician is not working, it's most likely because of a mentality problem. That's something to think about. So this is the kind of stuff I share with students, with musicians, anyone interested. So so if you would be interested in an entire live stream on this, I'll set it up. and let me know. And of course, if you have questions now, which I can answer right on the spot, just put them in the chat here. There's a chat, or just in the comments, and I'll see it here. So, but I don't see any questions for now. Maybe it's also because it's summertime and most people are hanging out on holidays. I don't know. I have no idea how many people are online. It doesn't matter. I'm talking and playing for those who are online, which I really appreciate a lot. And yeah, so yeah, let me play some Ivan Lins for you, actually. Let's enough talking. And if you happen to have networking, music business questions, let me know in the chat now, and then I'll answer them after the Ivan Lins song. But let me play a nice song by Ivan Lins. So this was Bilhete by Ivan Lins, the incredible Ivan Lins, Brazilian composer, singer, pianist. Wow, such an amazing, man. And I also recorded an album last year with David Links, a phenomenal Belgian French singer. Maybe I also did an interview live with him through the live stream, and he wrote a text in French. He's also very close friends with Ivan, and Ivan loved it. So it's also French lyrics. You can find it on the album which I recorded with David Links. It's called From One Language to Another. It's on Spotify. And check the French text which David wrote on this tune. And of course, the original Portuguese lyrics are incredible. Bilhete means, sorry for my pronunciation, I know it's bad, but it means like a little, it's a letter, and someone, long story short, writes on this letter that the relationship is over and why, and slides it under the door. And that's, But then, if you hear it in Brazilian, in Portuguese, it sounds so great. If you would say the same thing in Dutch, I don't know. But anyway. Let me see. Let's see. I've seen some chats here. Hey, Mamet. Hey, all the way from Kazakhstan. How are you? From Almaty. Ah, nice. It's late for you there, so I'm happy you're tuning in. Thank you. Rahmet, thank you for tuning in. Kazakhstan, one of my really favorite countries. It's in Central Asia, and it's huge, it's beautiful. They have incredible culture in many fields, especially in music. Actually, quite unknown countries. This whole Central Asian region, I was talking about it to Anton Yakimenko, young clarinet player who lives here in the Netherlands. He grew up in Uzbekistan. And all those countries, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, that whole Central Asian region is like a hidden gem in terms of nature, scenery, and culture. I've been there a number of times, and I've done a lot of projects there with traditional music, and I adore those countries. It's really amazing. So, and I made a lot of friends there. Let's see. Hi, Bert. Thanks for tuning in. I saw a question. Okay, Nora. Thanks for putting the Portuguese lyrics here by this song I just played, Ivan Links. Thank you for posting those. Let me see. And Ellen is asking, I would love to hear you about music business in an entire live stream. Okay, I'll do this. Even now, I'm 60 plus, still interested and still organize events to perform myself as well. Love to share my music with others. Yeah, I mean, you know, age doesn't really play a role in a way, of course. I mean, the thing is, it's more like how to know how to take care of things. But again, the mentality and the playing has to be at an extremely high level, both at 100%. 100% mentality, 100% great playing. This is extremely important for a career in music. It's in any field, of course, because you can be maybe a great sports, or talented in sports, or in any other art form, you name it, anything. But if you don't have the right mentality, you're still not going to make it. I hate this word. I hate this expression, but you know what I mean. You're not going to be out there. And if you are great at your profession, at your art thing, what you do, and you're not working, there is most likely a problem in the mentality. So that's the first thing. And on the other hand, knowing how to send the right emails, if you're a musician, a great YouTube video, get yourself organized. How do you organize your database? All these things, because a lot of musicians, let me stick to music for now, to musicians, really resist this, because Me too. You know, my favorite space to be is in the space of music. But on the other hand, if you are a musician without a management, and even with a management, you're a one-man enterprise, and you have to do everything yourself until the turning point comes and people start inviting you. And that takes a long time. Sometimes it takes, you know, if you're like a Jacob Collier, people like that who all of a sudden pop up and turn out to be a genius, or have another X factor like great Esperanza Spalding, or you know, sometimes there are factors that you can be like a star in a couple of months even, but especially with YouTube. But usually, no matter how great you are, you know, it takes time. But on the other hand, the good thing about it is, compared to the hard work to become a good musician, a great musician, or whatever, this is peanuts. This whole networking, self-management, organizing, it's peanuts. It's peanuts compared to becoming a great musician, because that's really hard work. You know, that's really the 10,000-hour rule and all of that. I strongly believe, I know, you know, that's really blood, sweat, and tears. And because to control, to be in the right way, I hate the word control, but being in control with your instrument and having everything together, that's a hard thing to achieve. And if you compare this to this music business, it's just like some tools you need to know, but compared to becoming a great musician, it's peanuts, believe me. And I saw another question from Linda. This is a musical question. Can you explain how you play a triplet? I have to. I'm not sure, Linda, what you mean. A triplet. Let me at least, even if it's in Dutch, I'll project it on the screen. Can you please explain what is a duol? Is that like just what is a duol? I'm not sure about a duol. Is that like regular, like 8 notes and then you mean something like this? Let me know. Otherwise, because I don't really understand the question. Yeah, but if it has to do, what I think it has to do with is like playing like different kind of rhythmical patterns in 2 hands. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. She says yes. So yeah. So the thing is, if it comes to practicing piano, I'm not a big fan of practicing the hands separately. I don't really believe in that, because a lot of people, they practice the left hand, then the right hand, or whatever, and then you start putting together, and then I think that's a waste of time. And to really internalize the music, I believe in something way different, and that's practice extremely slow. I always say the slower you practice, the faster you will play. And with faster, I mean really literally fast as far as speed, but also you'll develop much faster. But a big problem, a big mistake with a lot of people trying to learn an instrument is that they are impatient and they practice too fast, and they don't, because if you practice fast, it's impossible to take care of details and work them out, because what makes the difference between a good and a great musician are the details. You have to have all these details under control. And when it comes to your question, like if I would really study it extremely slow, but always with 2 hands. So I always use a metronome. So I don't know if you can hear it, but maybe you can kind of see my leg tapping. I would study like. And the only thing you can really do is practice it extremely slow and then gradually build up the speed. And I always practice with a metronome, always. Whenever I'm practicing, I switch it on. And I do practice sessions sometimes. I really put it slow, and then when I'm satisfied, when I'm convinced, then I'll speed it up a little bit until the desired tempo. But the slow practicing with two hands at the same time, to me, makes much more sense than practicing the hands separately and then put them together. It's not. I don't think this works. Not really well. You can, of course, maybe it goes for me, but in experience also with students, teaching a lot of students, in my experience, it's not really. Believe me, study with two hands at the same time and really build up the speed. And then, yeah, and in case of this coordination, you'll simply have to divide your brain to both hands and fingers. Okay. Let's see. You're welcome, Linda. You're welcome. All right. So let me play another song for you. Again, I've said it before in this live stream. I will keep saying it forever. Please, if you are on Facebook, which most of you are, please do me a big favor and share this. Just simply press on share, because again, thanks to you, this live stream reaches a lot of people and makes me really happy. So please simply share. And also I would really appreciate if you go to my YouTube channel and subscribe and hit the bell. So, because I'm uploading a lot of stuff. And yeah, it's really, and the thing is, on Facebook, things are really growing and a lot of audience and all of that. But the problem with Facebook, I find that it's hard to find videos. I post videos and then they disappear in the timeline, or, you know, and then they're hard to find. And YouTube has the big advantage that you have like your own platform, your own little channel with all the videos there, and people can easily find it. So that's a big advantage. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, of course, most of my albums are on Spotify as well. All right, let me play something. I'm going to play a standard using backing tracks, which is actually a really nice YouTube channel with very well played rhythms, backing tracks, bass and drums, also without pianos. It's very easy for pianists. So for practicing, it really comes in handy. Nothing comes close to playing with your own people, with musicians on stage, but it's not always possible, especially in these times. And but the backing tracks really does the trick, and is of course just great for practicing. So let me play this very known standard for you. Yeah, some autumn leaves. Started out with the backing tracks, and then I continued some solos, some improvisation. Okay, so before I'm going to wrap up for today, I would like to thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Bert. And I'm going to try to be back next Monday. So through the whole summer, I'll be here on the Mondays, unless it's really incredibly hot and we're still deciding to maybe go out with the family. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like we're simply staying home, and then I'll be here on the Mondays. Let me know again if you have any questions, any requests, which I can prepare in forehand. And yeah, again, please share, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, all of that. And there was something else I wanted to say. Yes, the interviews. I've been doing quite some interviews with great people, and I'm going to continue this. But of course, because of the summertime and the holidays, it's kind of hard to organize it. So after the summer, or then the summer holidays, I'm going to try to be online at least twice a week. One on the Mondays playing for you, and another day maybe on Friday, or except when I'm playing myself, of course, I'm going to interview guests. But I'm going to schedule everything. Just please keep an eye out on my social channels, Instagram, Twitter, especially Facebook. And I hope to see you then. Just, before I'm going to log off, let's see. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Linda. Hey, Luis, thank you for being online. Luis Rabello, fantastic pianist from Brazil who lives in Rotterdam. He's also teaching at the Codarts Conservatory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Bert. Thanks, Viek. Thanks, Ellen. Thanks, everybody. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you all. Please stay safe. Still now, here in the Netherlands, things are getting better. But on the other hand, it's also getting worse again. You know what I'm talking about. So please stay safe. Take care of other people. Love you all. And hopefully see you soon. All my love. Good night.